dangerous
The
stunts
last video
coming
I
in.
recorded of the electric skateboard, I only wrote it one time after that video because it had this problem. You had to maintain physical contact in order for it to work, and it's dangerous because sometimes it will throw you off the board. Now it sounds like a feature, but it's not. The board itself is actually malfunctioning, and your body is actually acting like a signal filter. So yeah, I decided to replace the speed controller with something that says technology, a Vesc. Now, a Vesc is way more powerful and it allows you to program it, which is pretty cool. Now, the Vesc comes in a beautiful box wrapped in plastic. It comes with all the connectors, the connections, the wires, everything you need. The only thing you need is a receiver and a remote. I got a relay, I got a battery gauge, and I got a horn. Now, as you can see, the battery gauge is working perfectly fine. It displays voltage and it has those green bars. This is the horn I'm going to be using, which is pretty loud and it's going to be effective. Now I just have to do the wiring, wire the hall sensors, wire the motor wires, wire the receiver to the Vesc, connect to the motor, connect the hall sensors, make sure it's wired
So I have
correctly.
connected the Vesc to the computer. As you can see, USB-C, it's connected. Now all I have to do is program it so the motor can run smoothly. Ta-da! Here's the new remote. Forward, double, reverse. See? Forward, brake, reverse.
Now I just have to do the final wiring, adding fuses for the step down and for the new speed controller, doing the wiring for the new relay that's going to be connected to the receiver, adding the battery gauge, adding the horn. The relay is actually going to be connected to two switches, one for the side LEDs, one for the main front and rear lights. Then the relay is going to be connected to the switch on the remote. That switch is going to be used to activate those two features, whether it's the horn or whether it's the side LEDs. Pretty cool. It's going to be so advanced, don't you think? As you can see, you hit the button, the lights come on, then you go to the buttons on the side, you can adjust it so the horn finally comes on if you want.
Okay, so this is the horn. Okay, now, whoa, this thing has too much power. Come back here. All right. And then we switch it at the bottom. Let's see where these switches should be on this side. All the way forward. That's all the way forward. Okay. And then we switch off the mechanical switches, which are these. So this is off. Second switch off. Okay. Now all the lights are off. If I go on the remote, boom. Check that out. Remote off. Remote on. Remote off. Remote on. Pretty nice. And then if I don't want the side LEDs on, I go to the switch on the side again and then I push it back, and then look, remote off, remote on, remote off, remote on. Boom! That's how you wire things. And then the battery gauge is working perfectly fine. As you can see, if I sit on it, right, and accelerate, there we go. The green bars disappeared. As you can see, accelerate, accelerate, boom. Look. All right, it's displaying voltage very nicely. Right. Okay, this is the first test run. Okay, so jump on the board, accelerate. Look at that acceleration. Braking. Here we go. Acceleration. Brake. Whoa. Accelerate. So on the Vesc controller, I have programmed it to get every single drop out of the battery. And let me tell you, it is dangerous. Even riding it, I'm scared, because basically you jump on it, as soon as you hit the throttle, the board just comes off your legs. That's how powerful it is. As you can see, here's the throttle. You hit the throttle, it immediately spins the wheels. And then we'll go to the gravel right here. Give it a little bit throttle. Look at that, look at that. That was just a little bit throttle. I'm gonna give it all it has. Are you ready? That is definitely powerful. And what's crazier is it has so much power that even though it has street tires on it or skateboard wheels, it can still go off-road, which is crazy. So the original belt, when I got the skateboard, actually came with this tiny little cut on the belt. As you can see, the belt is basically damaged, and it's better to replace this belt than to keep it like this, because you don't even know when the belt is going to break, as you can see. Now, it's time to tune this thing down. It's a bit too dangerous. How can you ride such a beast? Whoa! Look at that. The BMS shut off. All right.
Okay, so I dropped all the power, so now it's just safe and reliable. It's no more dangerous and unreliable. So now I can ride it without worrying of falling off the board or having a board that's just too overpowered. And it's better for the motor. At least I don't have to replace such an expensive motor.
This is acceleration test. Hit it. Okay, let's go. Boom. Voltage is right there. Okay, good. Let's go. Full throttle. As you can see, there's a bit of a kick. Off-road. Throttle. Accelerating. Good, good, good. Full brake. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Full throttle. Oh, what's that? Whoa, what? There we go. Okay, looking good, looking good. Brake. Then we're gonna go full throttle. Turn. Whoa! Alright, try again, try again. Full throttle turn. Brake. Full power. There we go. The dirt road. Oh, come on. Where's my power? There we go. Alright, we're back online. Back onto the grass. Look at that.
Thanks for watching. Please consider liking or subscribing. I hope to see you in another video. Bye.